Hi viewers, today our discussion is web client. Okay, today our discussion is web client. Web client, it is the interface. Already before this video, I already made prepared a video that is part one. This is part two. I already explained about it. What is REST template and all these details, everything I explained last video. If you are not watching before video, please watch that video first and later watch this video later. Okay, first watch that video first. This is part 2. Part 1 already available in our video in our channel playlist. Watch that video first about trust template and what is everything and what is provider, what is consumer. I already explained it very well. Okay, this is part 2. Today our discussion is web client interface. What is quickly I will discuss. I will explain everything today also. Okay, in this video. What is REST client? REST client means any program which is capable of sending HTTP request to server is called as REST client. Okay. Suppose already I prepared one provider. That provider we can communicate with browser, but with browser get type request is only possible. Remain post delete put request not possible. Okay. That we can calculate as a browser is REST client. Okay. Postman. By using Postman tool also we can communicate with provider. Okay, then Postman also can call it as a REST client. And Swagger AI. Swagger, by using Swagger UI also we can communicate. Okay, with provider. Then Swagger also can call it as a REST client. Any program which is capable of sending HTTP request to server is called as REST client. Okay, anybody can act as client for REST API, but provider support is required. By using provider support, provider support means you need to know the details of provider. Provider contain what is the request type, what is the body, what is the parameters, all those details you know. If you know, then only you should communicate. You send a request to provider. Then you can get the response from the provider. Okay. Suppose IRCTC booking passenger book a ticket information. Many people are booking ticket by using Make My Trip also. But how to book the ticket, that logic is available in IRCTC application. But those make my trip, it will take the details from the end user. Those details will send it to the IRCTC application. But how to send the application those details, IRCTC it is providing to the Make My Trip. Okay, with the support of IRCTC application, they will develop logic to develop REST client. Okay, REST client by using they will develop the consumer by using REST client. REST client we can develop in Spring Boot by using a REST template class and WebClient interface and Fin client also. Okay, I hope you got clarity. How to develop REST client in Spring Boot. Okay, how to develop REST client in Spring Boot by using REST template also possible, by using WebClient also possible, by using Fin client also possible. Why Spring Boot became popular? It is communicating one application with another application. We can call it as distribution applications. How do communicate one application to other applications? By using REST template and WebClient interface and Fin client. Okay, REST template, it is a class. REST template got introduced in Spring 3.x version, and REST template is a predefined class and it is a part of Spring Boot starter web dependency. It supports only synchronous communication. It supports one synchronous communication. Already you know very well about synchronous communication also. When we are going for synchronous communication, if the second request is not depend on if the when we are going to synchronous communication, if the second request is depend on first request, then we will look into the synchronous communication. If the second request is not depend on first request, then we will look into the synchronous communication. By using REST template only, by using REST template, it is possible only synchronous communication only. Okay, synchronous means after making a request, it will black until the thread, it will black the thread until get the response. Okay, this is about REST template web client. This program also already developed yesterday. I will see some diagram also today. Okay, this is REST client. This is REST client. This is REST API. REST API means this is provider. We can assume yourself like this is IRTC application. REST client. This is make metric application. We are actually for booking train ticket IRCT is owner and booking logic and everything it is available in IRCT application. But by using we are also it is possible to book the train ticket by using like many applications are third party applications like Phone Pay, Google Pay. Yeah, sometimes it is on Google Pay I don't know sure, but make my trip many other third party also providing for booking the train ticket by using IRCT applications. Okay, we are giving our details to make my trip and it is our data it is transferred to provider and but provider support is required from us and IRCTC. It is mediator. It is mediator. What are for booking the train ticket? What are the details required? Those documentation it will share. Documentation means suppose what is the URL. Okay, what is the URL? What is the method name? What is like what is get method request type like get request or post request put request all those details required like what is the API URL for developing REST client development? What is the API URL? What is request method? What is API consumer format? What is API producer format? What is input data structure? What is output data structure? Input and output data structure means suppose what like how many fields, how many variables in the class is in the class, how many fields available, what is the data type, everything they will provide in the documentation. Then only it is possible to develop the REST client. Okay, developing the REST client by we can develop the REST client by using REST template and web client and fan client. Web client it is the interface. Web client got introduced in Spring 5.x version. Web client is the interface which is part of Spring Boot starter web flux dependency. Web client it is a interface which is a part of Spring Boot starter web flux dependency. It supports both synchronous and asynchronous communication. It is now trending in the market. Okay, because of it supports synchronous communication and asynchronous communication. Suppose if our requirement is synchronous communication, simply we can call black method, and if our requirement is asynchronous communication, simply we can call subscribe method in the code. Okay. Asynchronous means after making a request without waiting for response, it will continue execution. By using asynchronous communication, execution will we can improve the performance of the application. By using asynchronous communication, we can improve the performance of the application. We can get the response very quickly. Okay, depends upon requirement. We can go for synchronous communication and asynchronous communication by using WebClient interface. I hope I will looking. I am going into the code. Okay, I am developing web client Spring Boot starter project. SB web client. Next one option. Lombok, Spring Web, Spring Boot DevTools, Spring Reactive Web. Spring Reactive Web. By using Spring Reactive Web this dependency, we can get Spring Boot starter web flux dependency. Okay, this is also not required. Spring Reactive Web dependency. Next, finish. Okay, I am expanding this one. pom.xml. Here, what are our dependencies? Spring Boot starter web flux dependency. Okay, this is one dependency for developing web client. Spring Boot starter web flux dependency. Here Spring Boot DevTools, Lombok, Spring Boot test. Okay, now I am going into this expand this one. Actually provider already I developed. This is the provider. We will look into the provider details. This is binding class. Like this, we also need to develop. This is binding class. This is controller. This is having like on get type request, and this is post request, and parameter add person. This is already developed yesterday video. Okay, value is equal to welcome. When we are getting welcome request, we will get the welcome to REST template. Okay, when we are doing post type request with URL add person, and it will consume it supports only application class JSON, and it will give the response in application slash JSON. Okay, here also produces means it will give the response in JSON format. Okay, for custom sending custom code purpose, we use response entity. Okay, this is post type request and consumes produces. Okay, when we are requesting post mapping, it will give the details like ID, Chiranjeevi, and name, ICT. It will give this response. Okay, we will develop the REST client. com.app.service. Simply I am taking a response. Okay, at the rate of service, I am taking public void get request. Okay, here actually web client dot create method, it is interface semicolon. Okay, here web control shift o import web client dot org dot spring framework dot reactive. Okay, control 1 enter. Okay, otherwise if you want in single by using web chain, like method chain option in a single class also we can take web client dot create method dot get method. Okay, dot URI method. Okay, we need URL. Here we will take a string. Get URL is equal double quote slash. What is the URL here? This is our URL. Okay, yeah, same. Get URL. I am doing copy here. Dot retrieve method dot body to mono. Okay, dot body to mono method, and this is the response type. In which type we will get the response. Okay, dot black method. Okay, actually here web client dot create method, we should call this method. Okay, after I am calling get method. By calling this get method, we will tell that this is get type request. Okay, we will tell this is get type request. In the URI method, in the URL we will pass the URL. Okay, retrieve method, it will retrieve the data. It is bind to body to mono. In which format? This is in response format. In which format we want to expect the response? String dot class. Okay, black method. This is synchronization. SYNC, sync communication. Okay, this is sync communication. Okay, now control 1 enter. Okay, system dot println of block black. Okay, here class name is response in this. Okay, I am calling from here from main method. I will call this one. Res dot what is our method name? Get request. Okay, actually what is I am expecting here? What is the output? Welcome to REST template. Okay, now I am running this application. Here I am running this application, run as Spring Boot application. Welcome to REST template. Okay, here we got the response. Welcome to REST template. Okay, similarly get type request also same. Post request similarly same. Here we will take post request, and what is the URL here? String post URL is equal double quote semicolon. What is our post request here? Similarly same, but what is our method name here? Add person. Add person. Okay, but here post URL copy here, and we need to pass here. In post request we need to send the data through body. Okay, for that one binding class also required. com.app. Here I am taking one class com.app binding. com.app binding. Here I am taking class name person. Okay, com.app binding class name is person. Okay, here sorry, I will stop this server, otherwise it will disturb me. Okay, private integer id semicolon private string name private string city. At the rate of data annotation for generating setter getter methods and toString method. Okay, here this provider person details, this detail should be same. Okay, id name city and data type is integer string. Okay, both are should be same, then only we need to properly it is possible to send the data. Now I will create person, person p is equal new person control shift O p dot set id. Actually in what, okay, I will take p dot id is 1 other time. Okay, p dot set name Mahesh, and p dot set city I will give Pune. Okay, Pune. This here one more method will come, body value. Here body value, in the body value we need to give the body data p retrieve method. and body to monomer. In which format we are expecting? Commonly string dot class means in JSON format we will get the response. If we wanted a response in object format, person dot class we will give. Okay, here black method for synchronous communication. Remaining all are same. Okay, now I am control save as and run as boot application. Welcome to REST template. We will get the response. Actually, we need to call post request. Okay, here we need to call here res dot post request. Okay, then now only we will get the response. Here we did not call. Run as Spring Boot application. Now we will get the response. Okay, in which format we got the response? JSON format. Okay, while we are when we are developing provider, when we are developing provider, I take provider is equal to like produces is equal to application slash JSON. That's why here we got the response in JSON format. Okay, suppose if I want object format, here if I want to here simply you can call person dot class. Person dot class, here we should give the person. Okay, I'm stopping this one and clear this one. Run as Spring Boot application. Now we will get in object format. Okay, now we will get object format. Actually Spring Boot conversion of provider, here we are getting object format. We are sending the data in object format. Okay, here we are sending the data in object format, but provider will take JSON format only. Okay, Java to JSON format and JSON to Java object format. Who will converting? Implicitly Spring Boot will take care of those conversions. Java object to JSON, JSON object to JSON to Java object. It will take care of by Spring Boot. No need to take care of by developer. Okay, it will take care of implicitly. Okay, suppose here I called black method. By calling black method, it is synchronous communication. But I want asynchronous communication. If I want asynchronous communication, simply we can call subscribe method. Simply we can call subscribe method. After calling subscribe method, it will support asynchronous communication. Okay, semicolon, control 1, enter. Okay, here also copy and paste here. Okay, by calling subscribe method, it will now it is async. Okay, async communication. After calling subscribe method, it will support asynchronous communication. Here also, if you want asynchronous communication, simply we can call subscribe method. Subscribe method, and here return type also should change. Semicolon, control 1, enter, then we will get the response. Subscribe method, copy, and here we should paste here. Okay, after calling subscribe method, we will get the it will support asynchronous communication. Okay, but it will little bit change the output. We got response in like this. If you want, we can change some another format. Okay, by following these steps, it will, by using WebClient, we can, it is it by using WebClient interface, it is supposed to signal communication or signal communication. I hope you got the clarity. And one more important point, after completion of your practice, you can remove in Heroku, you can remove your application. Otherwise, it will generate the bill for you. Safe side purpose, you can remove your application from here. Otherwise, it will generate the bill for you. So, after if it is more bill, it will not allow to deploy our application in Heroku platform. Safe side, you can, after completion of your practice, you can delete your application from Heroku website. Okay, I hope you got the clarity. If you have any doubt, please comment in this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.